Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel.
I'm Shruti.
And I'm Dre. And together we are Beauty and
So today we're watching Attack on Titan.
So today we're jumping back into Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 14, Savagery. Let's get it going.
You like using that word.
Pretty much. And here he is. When you first met Gabby, you saw she had that same type of psychotic determination as Eren. But she's already too comfortable with killing at her age. He's here, Gabby. He's right there. The guy you're looking for.
That's the first.
Let's hear this. He didn't come to listen. He's gonna say it's his own agenda, and he agreed with it. But, you see? Of course. You think so? Oh, he did, eh?
Brother to brother.
Zeke は巨人についてマーレが知っている以上の知識を手にしている。アルミ、お前はまだ兄のところに通っている。
Ah, that's Bertold.
それアルミ、お前の脳はベルトルトにやられちまった。敵に操られているのはお前の方だろう。
Wow.
Wow.
戦えと。
That's the word that triggers you. Bruh.
Wow. That's why she got an headache when she was talking with the girl in the cell.
つまりは奴隷だ。俺がこの世で一番嫌いなものがわかるか。そいつを見ただけでムカムカしてしょうがなかった。
Wow.
その理由がやっとわかったよ。
Wow.
何の疑問も抱く。ミカサ、お前が大嫌いだった。
Wow. Wow. Look at that.
お前はただそれだけだ。
Keep.
Oh no. Oh no.
The one.
It's not there. It's in the cellar.
Protecting him.
なんでかわかるか。
Me now.
お前と俺じゃ喧嘩になんねえか。
Wow. Fucked him up.
サシャを殺したガキもだ。
どっちだよ。クソ野郎に。
誰
が奴隷だ。行くぞ。
Bro.
Oh, look at that.
That is sick.
That was pretty cool.
どういうことです？ジークの獣を他のやつに移す。イエーガー派とかいうのを一人でも捕らえて巨人にし。
It has books to read, a fire, nice little warm fire.
Oh, he sees something in his eyes, boy. He knows.
ところでワインはもう残ってないのか。一月もここにいるんだぞ。一滴も残ってねえよ。まったく。武装の兵士が30名。この森を上から囲んでいる。
That are gonna turn into Titans.
奴に逃げる術はない。長かった。
Did Levi drink it too? But it doesn't. He can't turn into Titan, right?
ようやく果たせそうだ。
お前たちの死には意味があった。
He's running, baby. He's running, baby.
Look at that run. Look at that run.
The whole forest lit up here. Over. Come on.
Information available for public disclosure. Spinal fluid wine. A red wine produced in Mali with Zeke Wonder Boy Jaeger spinal fluid mixed in. After consuming Zeke's spinal fluid and hearing his scream, subjects of your meal were turned into pure titans who obey his orders.
Oh my God.
The wine and titans have proven to be a cheap and effective weapon to conquer enemy nations.
My goodness.
Yikes.
This is not good.
Levi versus 30 titans. I'm not sure who has the advantage.
Oh no.
Inside too?
Inside too. The kid drank the wine. Yep.
やりやったな。ワインだと。どうして任務中に酒がいる？
兵長、これは憲兵の連中しか飲めなかったマーレさんの希少なやつなんですよ。少しくらい楽しみがないと。
紅茶があるだろ。ジークの脊髄液がワインにいつから仕込まれていやがった。体が硬直する予兆はなかった。お前ら。自分たちには力がある。時間がある。選択肢がある。そう勘違いしてしまったことが、リヴァイ、あんたの過ちだ。
You'll tell us at least.
なあ、エレン。
Yeah, we knew he taught him how to play baseball.
俺たちにしかわからないよな。
The Dark Knight has returned. With Thunder Spit. Wow! Again! Again! Levi versus 30 wasn't enough! The Beast versus the Beast.
He's gonna launch the fucking Titan, bitch. Come up there.
You see the flesh? Oh my God! Did he throw up his cape? Oh! What made you think?
Oh, me? Oh! He's using the fucking cheating falling as a dis. Oh! Oh! He made it out!
Bro!
What's left of him?
Levi is the GOAT!
He still
said, I am not finished with you yet!
Bro.
No!
エルディアに希望があるとしたら、イェーガー派が国の実権を握ることだ。スレマ、聞こえるぞ。でも。ハンジ。お久しぶりです、教官殿。
銃口でも向けない限り、貴様らのような小便小僧など誰も相手にしないと考えているのなら、それは確か。
Bro. He didn't flinch? He did not flinch, bro.
これからは訓練兵諸君、君たちの時代だ。このまま時代遅れの兵団に従属していてはなすすべもなく外の世界の敵に蹂躙されるのみだ。今ここにいるキース・シャーディスと共に古い慣習と心中するものか。
I have to call him up by name like that. Monkey see, monkey do.
君たちの覚悟を見せてもらおう。
Kill everyone else.
シャーディス教官を足腰立たなくなるまで痛めつけろ。
ひよっこどもが何人かかってきたところで相手にならん。
Wow, Shadis.
Let's see Shadis.
Redeem yourself,
oh
bro.
My.
よくやった。君たち全員を歓迎しよう。じゃあ案内してもらいましょうか。ジークの交流地まで。
We'll lead you to Levi's hand, because that's where he's being held right fucking now.
Sure. Watch him trying to heal.
マグワイアをお前の首にくくってある。下手に動いたらお前は腹から爆発して少なくとも2つになるだろう。
Oh,
てめえがゲロクソまみれで泣きわめくのも すべて計画通りか。
Wow!
うるせえな。こうやって切っておかねえと、てめえが巨
He
人に
made
勝
sure
つ
you
のか。
woke up to feel the Benihana. Holy fuck.
To his
He
fucking
made
shin.
sure you woke up to feel each slice, bro.
メガネどこ
将来は野球選手になるか？
He looks like Jackie Chan.
ダメだよ
Mr.
草葉さん僕には使命があるから
So those are Mr. Casaver's, Mr. K Saver's glasses.
Gotcha. But who's that guy now? We gotta figure that out. When he traded in
Yeah,
his...
see, look.
Yeah,
it's his
it's
glasses.
True. It's true.
And
More breadcrumbs.
if you look at his thing, he's an active Titan. He's a red band on.
Oh, I didn't see. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice.
So Mr. Casaver gave you the fucking glasses.
Taught
And
you
he
how
was a
to...
Titan because he has on a red. Yeah, that's it. Red armband. So he was an active Titan. So I wonder who he was. Maybe
He was the original
he's the
beast. He's the original beast. And Zeke was the warrior.
Beast Titan. Wow. Wow, that's incredible. I can't play baseball, sir. I have a mission. Wow.
It's not his time to go.
So I wonder if that's the thing. Like, so with Eren now, the thing that he discovered about Mikasa was crazy. That the reason that she even clung to him was because she was mistakenly protecting the founding Titan. You know what I'm saying? And that was her reaction every time Eren was in like they said it in season 1. Mikasa's here to clean up your mess. Mikasa's here to clean up your mess. One thing that they said that I thought didn't prove true during the show was they said you care about us more than anybody else. Now, they believe that, but what I believe is that Eren cared about. And the thing is, Eren cared about senseless violence to me the whole time because, like, okay, so he came to save Armin, but the thing is, he came to save Armin and then got beat up.
Yeah.
So it's not like he came to save Armin and was victorious. He then got beat up, and then what happened? Then the king's protector came and saved you every time. Then, like, you saw that even in a couple fights in the previous seasons, whenever he was fighting with people, and let's say he was fighting with people, and okay, there was one time that he was fighting, and then the Scouts Guard showed up. Like Hannes and them started fighting, and then the military police showed up.
Okay.
And the kids ran away, and Eren, who was losing the fight, still chased after them.
It's true.
So he wasn't protecting anybody at that point. He was chasing, once again, senseless violence.
Senseless violence.
And the thing is, he was usually the victim of the senseless violence because he was always getting beat up. Then when he became the Titan, it was the same thing. Even though he was protecting, he was the attack Titan. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, there was also a lot of senseless violence in the ways that got people killed when he was around in his Titan form. You know what I'm saying? And then there was the time that he, like, when he said that he didn't know what it was, that he hated Mikasa. That may be emblematic of that time when he turned into a Titan, and the first thing he did was go after Mikasa. You remember that?
It's true.
You know? So him saying that he cares about them, more than anyone, I never believed. Wow. The only time that, like, you would kind of see that he cared about them was like
when he
would wake up from a fucking, what were you gonna say?
When he saved Armin from getting yummed.
No, well, okay, that was one demonstration of it. Or was he just saving somebody from senseless violence? But once again, the times that I find that he actually sat down, because he's like those people who get those temper tantrums. They get so focused, so enraged, you know what I'm saying, that they forget everything. They say the most harsh things, and then when they're calm again, they're like, oh, why isn't Shruti talking to me? Why is Dre mad again? Like, they completely forget. So he would wake up from one of his, like, for example, when they kidnapped him, Reiner Berthold and Ymir brought him to the forest. He woke up, he's all vexed with Reiner Berthold. He's like, yo, the scouts, Hanji, Levi, Armin, Mikasa, I wonder what happened to them. Then, later on, when he gets kidnapped again, he wakes up, hey, Hanji, Armin, Mikasa, where are they? How long has it been? You know what I'm saying? Like, him caring that much about them, maybe it's hard for me to come to the surface because there were so many moments where he showed that he callously didn't. And then, of course, there's a speech at the end of season 2 or season 3 when Mikasa's watching him and he's like, yo, when Eren defeats these enemies, when Eren jumps back into another senseless fight, if he wins that one, will he stay here or will he go away again? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, him caring all that much, I never really saw. That's why, like, half of the shit he was saying didn't shock me because, like, you never... I don't really have the next sentence I was going to say. I started saying it before I had the thought of it. But, like, I don't know. Eren never gave me the impression that he gave that much of a shit to begin with. So now when he's playing this possum, now when he's playing this character that won't talk to anybody and he won't divulge about, he's been silent since he came back from the trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from Marley, yeah.
And, like, one of the things that... I thought was poignant on their trip back from Marley is when they're on the side of the airship and, like, Mikasa is, like, brings Eren to the ship and then Armin opens the door and, like, they stare at each other. And the thing is, in my eyes, they stare at each other because even though I see you, I don't recognize you.
I don't know who you are, exactly.
Even though I see you, I don't recognize you. And that's the, like, he was talking when his Berthold part of himself was sitting there confessing to Annie. He was like, I always thought I understood Eren better than anybody, even Mikasa. And the thing is, whether Mikasa understands him or not, she loves him and she's like, we saw her fierce dedication to him even when he's wrong. So understanding him wasn't something that we knew about, that we knew about Mikasa. Her understanding is not something that we believed in. We knew that her dedication was to him. But Armin saying that he understood her more than even Mikasa, and now even he is puzzled, is because, like, the only times I ever felt that Armin really got through to Eren were those times with the conversations about the salt and the sea. You know what I'm saying? In Mikasa's OVA episode, every time he came to say Mikasa, oh, my friend Armin, he's got such a big brain. He's so smart. He knows all these things. And Mikasa's like, yeah, like he's telling stories about stuff that Armin's told him, but because he's heard them secondhand, he doesn't have all the facts. So Mikasa's like, oh, really? Yeah, something like that. But my friend Armin, he's super smart. He's got a big brain. He's gonna travel the world. We're gonna go do these wonderful things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean. And then just the way he described his conversation with Zeke, it was brother to brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like-minded. We shared a common space.
He was talking as if, like, I knew you guys. I know him longer. I may know you longer than I know him, but we're blood, so we have a lot more in common than I do with you guys. So.
And then with the information he has about the Titans, the thing is, Zeke has a lot of information about the Titans, correct. However, Zeke, as we know,
altering the information.
Zeke, as we know, has been telling a lie with a little bit of truth in it to get people to do what he wants. So when you meet up with Zeke now, let's say you do, is Zeke going to be like, oh, Eren, there's a little bit of a change. The Titans won't do this. They're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because he gave Levi the whole story about the gassing of the Titans, not knowing if it was true, but he also added in a little tidbit of, oh, they freeze. They don't transform, they freeze when I thing, you know? And then Pixis in this conversation told Yelena, you know, the best way to tell the truth is with a little
sprinkle of lie.
No, best way to tell lies with some truth mixed into it.
Oh yeah, exactly. Sorry, the other way around.
But Armin's bar was crazy. Guess who's not a slave to something? You're like, I'm free.
Are you?
Because that's the one thing he kept saying is like, outside the walls is there freedom, and then when he got to the sea, and he's like, on the other side of the sea,
fighting,
is there freedom?
That's it.
And now he says he's found his freedom. Because I mean, so he obviously plans to eliminate his enemies. Okay, so he said that the thing could be done without conflict. So I assume that they're gonna do the rumbling, you know. And I wonder how close to the walls they have to be to do the rumbling. Because Zeke is in the forest, the giant forest, which they took some time to ride out to in those classic Irwin advance, you know, and they felt it.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty
fucking,
far. It's
I
fucking
was gonna
far.
say Yoda, and Falco.
Yeah, he felt it too.
The water didn't do it.
No.
Yikes.
Because that's the thing, like he bust the bottle over his head, like he could have had a gash in his head, and the fucking wine seeped in, you know, like, man.
No, but I mean, Niccolo did say it. He saw something slip into his mouth. Remember. So the thing is, like, so one thing that I noticed too is like, whenever Eren was in his prison cell, they kept showing him standing in front of the mirror with a lot of water in his sink.
And there was no water. You said there was no faucet.
I didn't see a faucet.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he's been practicing the Warhammer's hardening, because like at the end of those things she was creating, that the one that went through him and the thing that grabbed him. I wonder if he was practicing creating that and then melting them down, because also at the end of that episode we saw him breathe and it looked like the smoke, like a mist, like a condensation, like a cold air type of thing. So I wonder if he's practicing that, because I know that they want to transfer Zeke because Zeke only has a year before he dies, right? And they're going to do the transfer ceremony. So I'm thinking that Eren's practicing building that.
How to build a cave.
Build a chapel, exactly, because the last
chapel,
one was destroyed
yeah.
by Rad Reese, so they can do the thing in the proper place.
Oh my gosh, so much information. So much happening. They beat Pixis. You think Pixis is dead? They just didn't want him to be able to walk, but you think he's dead?
Pixis? You mean Shadis?
Shadis, sorry. Yeah.
No, I mean they literally said beat him till he couldn't stand.
Yeah.
I didn't say beat him to death, but I mean that shot was gruesome enough. The guy's old and he's been damaged, you know. And Hanji, man,
No
I can
control.
see Hanji, like she looks like it's time to take what do you call it when a soldier
surrenders?
No, when they
disengages.
When we seen like there's a bomb and then one of the soldiers jumps on it to take it I see Hanji in her eyes, like she's like, bruh, I gotta do something to stop this, because when she was looking at Shadis on the floor there, I was like, is she gonna do something crazy right now and get shot? Like, is she gonna? Cause she was already on the verge of it before y'all started turning the guns on them. You saw when she first confronted the.
There's no time to be politically incorrect now. Like you saw how being the head of the military was driving her insane. Like she was bursting out in tears every 2 seconds. Like that's not the Hanji we know. The Hanji we know was all excited to learn new things and to discover new things. And
she
now
was more comfortable around Titans than she was around people.
Around humans, exactly. So like at this point, after the place being taken over by the Jaegerists, there's no holds barred. Like she's gonna snap.
That's it.
She's gonna snap.
And what does Hanji snapping look like? Oof, boy.
We don't know that yet.
Because that's the thing. Like she's also the leader of the Scouts Regiment, so she's gonna try and broach this thing intellectually. Because she can't. I mean, with senseless violence, it seems like it would be dangerous because of the fact that it's harder to have an advantage over a slower Titan when they're all equivalent humans to you, you know, and they're all, I don't know about adequately trained, but they're all. So I wonder how she's gonna breach this, because but that's one thing that I did notice as well, is that the Jaegerists have Hanji, Mikasa, and Armin all together. You know what I'm saying? And if they meet up with Zeke, there's Levi. So I feel like that team could kind of pull something off if anybody could. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Oh, and one thing I noticed in another episode was Onya Capone. When they first came
guy
in,
is sus. Go ahead.
So the reason I think he's suspect is because when they first came in to take over the restaurant, they pulled his gun. Flock pulled his gun on him, and so when Hanji came into the room, the gun was already pulled on Anya Capone. You know, and even though they did say that the other chef leaked the location well, I mean, Niccolo assumed the other chef leaked the location. We're not sure. And once Hanji and them came into the room, Flock turned his gun back on Hanji. Like, he descended his gun. He didn't turn it right away. He descended his gun from Anya to Hanji, and then he turned his back on Anya. But that's just a scene I saw that I thought, I was like, maybe they're treating the people who are Jaegerists slightly differently, like preferential treatment. So on to the next one. So thank y'all for joining us today for this episode of Attack on Titan.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video.
Let us know what you thought about the episode down in the comments, and be sure to go over to our Patreon and check out our full-length uncut reaction, or simply just support our channel.
I'm Shruti.
And I'm Dre for Beating the Beard. We're signing off to the next one.